Here I am doing an interview with Graco to promote my show, Non-Sequiturs.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Spaghetti and meatballs are my favorite.
Okay,
It's not.
Chris.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Alleman, producing Artistic Director for Theatre SilCo, and I am putting on a little show. Non-Sequiturs is a cabaret that I'm putting together to celebrate 21 years here in Summit County and to raise a little money here at the end of the season for Theatre SilCo. You will like this show if you like average storytelling and subpar singing, I think.
Love it. I wanted to ask.
Yeah, so I've been with the organization for 21 years. I started in October of 2002. The journey's been a long one. We'll talk a lot about that in the show, so get your tickets and come. But when I first started here at Theatre SilCo, there was one employee, that was me, for about the first 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years. And we've slowly grown this organization to be where it is now. So it's been quite a journey. Changing buildings, moving towns, changing names. Wow. I think there's a few moments that stand out for me as being things I'm most proud of. I think growing the organization obviously has been a huge challenge and is a big accomplishment, becoming a union house. I think, of course, this building, this beautiful $10 million facility that we're in is something to be proud of. I'm also proud the way our organization and our staff maneuvered through COVID. That was a really kind of difficult time, and our staff really rose to the top to create some wonderful programming and to stay relative in our community. And I think finally, the program that I'm most proud of that we're doing is our Vivo free after-school theater program that we're providing free after-school care for about 150 families a week, which is pretty spectacular, and it's something that I think anybody would be proud of. What do I want people to take away from Non-Sequiturs? I think it would just be an appreciation of the journey that I've been on here with the organization. I'm going to talk a lot about some of the experiences with the organization, but I'm also going to talk about some personal stuff. And then I'm going to sing songs that probably have nothing to do with some of the stories, hence the name Non-Sequiturs. But really, I want people to come celebrate the 21 years with me and with Theatre SilCo, and to just kind of have a good time and relax and have a deeper knowledge of who Theatre SilCo is and who I am.
Perfect.
If that's even important to anyone. It might not be important to anyone. It's barely important to me.
If you could do any show regardless of constraints or budget, what would it be?
Cats. No, I'm kidding, not cats, good Lord. Okay, no constraints on budget or casting, right?
Or time.
I think I would really love to do a couple shows. I'd really love to do Ragtime. I saw Ragtime on Broadway originally with the original company, and to this day is still the greatest theatrical experience as an audience member I've ever had. It was such a beautiful and moving and grand production, and I'd love to sink our teeth into it. We have constraints here just with size of the performance space. But one of the things I think that we've done really well over the years is take these larger scale musicals and adapt them to who we are here at Theatre SilCo. And usually that means scaling down, finding really interesting ways to tell these stories that are usually more grand. Example would be last summer, Man of La Mancha, our production of Kiss of the Spider Woman, which on Broadway had about 22 performers, and we did it with 12. And it was really wonderful and powerful. And so I think for me, always trying to find what that next musical is that we can fit into our stylings is the greatest thing to look forward to. And cats. You know, this is going to be really kind of fun. We've got some people who are going to join me on stage that are very familiar to Theatre SilCo. Josh Blanchard, Ben Whitmore, Nina Waters, Kelly Renew, my son Lincoln is going to join us on stage. My musical director is Jonathan Parks, who was 18 years old when we first hired him to musical direct a show. And I think it was Chicago maybe, or maybe it was Forever Plaid, I don't know, but he's coming back and he's done about a dozen or more shows with us. He's a dear friend, so it's exciting to have Jonathan back. We've got a three-piece jazz band who's going to be playing the music. I think it's just going to be a good fun time, and just come in and relax and help support Theatre SilCo and have a glass of wine and some popcorn, and as I said earlier, listening to me tell some average stories. Come see Non-Sequiturs featuring me on November 16th and 17th, 2 nights only here at Theatre SilCo, theatresilco.org. Get your tickets.